first. Dragonborn.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Yonk here and welcome to a Skyrim Dragonborn post-release video. I apologize for the re-upload. I actually gave misinformation in the first version of this video based on information on the review article I'm about to talk about. Contrary to what the review says, players can tame, ride, and control dragons. They can maneuver them, shoot fire or ice, attack, etc. But anyways, for those out there in doubt whether you should spend money on this DLC or not, I have for you guys the very first review of this highly anticipated DLC from Xbox360achievements.org. The folks over there were very impressed with this DLC, giving it a score of 9 out of 10. They not only call Skyrim Dragonborn the greatest piece of DLC for Skyrim thus far, they say it's so good, the experience almost matches that of the original main game. According to them, the DLC will feel like a bite-sized version of the main game, which is still a huge chunk to swallow. The new location of Solstheim, described as, quote, damn pretty huge, breathes new life into this old game with new locations to explore, new dungeons to navigate, new items and equipments to find, new people to meet, new enemies to fight, and new storylines to explore. Much like the original game, while the main quest will give players the core story, it's the side quest that most players will be spending most of their time on. The main quest will range from 6 to 10 hours, and the side quest will add dozens more. So with all these compliments, what are the complaints? At this point, this answer shouldn't surprise Elder Scrolls fans. The bugs and glitches, from crashes to frame rate issues, loading times, and one time the game even gave the player an achievement only to take it back. Now that's just messed up, like stealing candy from a child. But the reviewer states that these issues are minor compared to the grand scheme of things. Essentially, Bethesda finally brings out a DLC that is big and fresh enough to possibly give players that same feeling they got when they first got the original Skyrim and were dropped into a world they had yet to explore. They wholeheartedly recommend the DLC. And this is coming from people who were actually disappointed with Dawnguard and Hearthfire. Now before I go, I want to talk about a few details that I feel players should be aware of. From here on out, however, there may be some spoilers, so proceed with caution. First, let's talk about the first Dragonborn. Yes, he is actually an antagonist, and the reviewer states that his name is indeed Mirak. Next, I mentioned various times throughout my previous videos, black books players would find throughout the game that would grant them active effects. While this wasn't confirmed or disconfirmed in the review, it does state that Black Book Quest will have players taken to a small combat and puzzle arena, so like a challenge mode. I believe the reward for completing one of these is one of the 3 active effects which players can switch back and forth between, but as of now, the active effects thing should still be considered a rumor. And finally, to reiterate, contrary to what the article says, you can tame, ride, and control dragons. You can use dragons as transportation and as means of offense and defense. Based on what the audience has told me, it sounds awesome. Thank you guys so much for pointing out the misinformation, and for those who watched the first version, I do apologize. Thanks for being such an awesome audience and pointing out mistakes when I make them, and also there are people out there who have messaged me links to information that I could have possibly missed. Trust me, I really appreciate it. Keep it up. This isn't just my channel, it's our nation, and you guys are as big of a contributor to it as I am. So once again, thanks. The DLC still sounds like a fantastic experience overall, so based on this one review, the DLC will be worth your time and money. I'll keep you guys updated as more reviews come in, so be sure to join the nation and subscribe to Yongia for more news on Skyrim, its DLCs, and other AAA titles like Fallout 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Ground Zeroes, and more. Also look forward to my Skyrim Dragonborn playthrough when it releases for PC on 2013. Stay tuned on my Let's Play channel, Yon Gaming. Subscribe to both and join the nation. Thank you very much, and Yong out!